Hey everybody, and welcome back to part 2 for our budget setup. We will be setting up our paycheck breakdown in here. I like to do this one by itself so I can go into a little more details if there's any changes, what's going on for the new month. So first we are going to flip in our Erin Condren planner, monthly planner to March. All right here. And we are going to flip to this page beside our March budget that we've already set up. We're going to use this sheet here, and we're going to do our paycheck breakdown. So for the month of March, we will receive 4 paychecks. So we budget once a week, and if there's multiple paychecks, they all get budgeted on the Fridays. That way we only have to do it once instead of multiple times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so this here is my paycheck breakdown. So for me, I don't like doing multiple budgets on different sheets. I like to see it all together so I can keep adding up, because we divide our budgeted amounts by how many paychecks we have coming in, just because we are a month ahead. So we kind of just divide it up that way to keep us putting a little towards everything and not missing anything. I actually got this a little too far. Okay, finally. All right, so the first thing we lay down is an income strip, knowing where our income is coming from. So we're going to lay down our budget strip, paycheck breakdown here. All right, so we have 4 sources of income for the first few months of the year, because I do pick up doing taxes during tax season. I won't be doing it after May 18th, the last day of filing season. They only need like the owner and one other person during the off season. So I only do it during the big part of tax season. So first up, we have James, his full-time income that we rely on majority of the time, all the time, mostly, yeah. And then we have myself, what I can bring in doing YouTube, Etsy, and Herbalife. And then we have office, and I try to keep these separated because I pull taxes and stuff out of the stuff for myself. The office, it comes out automatically. And then other is anything else. So if we end up getting our tax return in the month of March, it'll go under other. If we sell anything on like a platform anywhere, it'll go towards other. So, but let's lay down our total strip. Okay, so if you saw our March budget here, we did $2,880 for James, and that was $720 times how many paychecks, which is 4, to get that number. For me, I budgeted $380, so that's a little from all 3 of what I do. Herbalife was like $200, YouTube $100, and then Etsy, hopefully I can profit $80 this next month. The office, I hope to work every single weekend and earn about $400. For other, we have none. So that gives us our balance, total balance for the month of $6,660. And this is our minimum amount that we can earn. All right. Now I did account for office, knowing that I don't have any plans really on the weekends. Which is why I made sure, because there's 4 weekends. I usually get over $100, so I went below that if I work both days on the weekend. So that should cover, hopefully it'll be over, hopefully. And then this here, I definitely went under, just so that way I know I was covered. So that way we work with our bare bones, minimum, what can come in. All right, so there's that. Okay, so next up, we're going to lay down, let's do a blue. All right, so this next line here, we're going to be laying down, will be for all of our expenses. I list them straight down on there. Okay. So, and I try to put these in order from our highest to our lowest, starting with all of our bills and groceries and gas at the top, and then I'll add our few extra that we try to stuff if we can. So first up, we have the cars, and that is $920. That is a fixed amount that we cannot change until we pay them off. Rent is a fixed amount at $600. Groceries, we can fluctuate depending on if it's going to be a short month or if we have a little extra we can throw towards it. So it just fluctuates. And that will get $550. I probably will have to increase this with the inflation of groceries and goods and all things. So that might have to go back up. Next up, we have gas for our cars. I did move this up to $300 because gas prices shot up to $3.40. So I'm hoping that this will be enough to cover us because we went over. We had to fill up one more time, which we were already close to being out. So hopefully that'll help us stay in our budget for for gas. Utilities, I did go up to $300 as well. I know with us plugging in another heater, the power is going to be up a little more. So hopefully that'll cover it. If it's more, still more going into April, I can lower it back down. So for now, we're going to be budgeting $300. Then we have Allstate, which is our insurance. Which we budget $285. And that's for all 3 cars, and for me and my husband, fully insured. Then we have AT&T, which covers our internet and phone, which is $207 combined together. Then we have a storage unit, and we pay $64. If this goes up again, I will probably clear the storage unit out and try to shove it in corners around the house. Go through it and get rid of it. We have student loans, which they aren't due until May. I knew in the last video, I couldn't remember. May is the new restarting up making your payments. That is $60 is what I was paying this whole time. We have pest control. When you live next to trains, pest control is a good thing to have. For miscellaneous, we are putting aside $50. Spending, and this is for me and James. We split it in half on whatever we end the month with, and we got $100 budgeted for that. So next up, we have sinking funds, which I need to purchase my daughter's yearbook, so I need to make sure we put money in there. I know the twins' birthdays are coming up, so we need to make sure I'm saving for that. So, but we are adding $60. Hopefully we can definitely add more, but $60 is a great start for this month, since that January, February, we didn't really add anything to a lot of them. So savings, we're actually going to be adding some money to, which is I'm so excited about. So we're adding $60 into savings. Debt, y'all. I don't remember the last time we put money in debt, but we're adding $60 this month, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Then we have our cushion, and cushion for us, I keep money in our regular account as well as our gas account. That way, if because you have to have like $150 to use your card in your account or something at most of the gas stations around us. So I try to make sure I keep that, especially in our gas one, so we don't have to go inside. So that helps build up that cushion. So that is what we are looking like. So excited. Let's take our pink washi here. We're going to kind of overlay these just fine. Okay. And then this one. All right. So that is our paycheck breakdown. Each week I will go in and figure out how much income we had coming out, budget all of our bills and expenses all the way down to our pest control here, and then whatever is left I'll try to divide up and place through these here. I'll usually start with miscellaneous and sinking, spending, miscellaneous and sinking, and then if there's any extra, it'll go towards sinking funds, savings, debt, and the cushion. That is just how it makes the most sense for us. But it definitely works. So let me draw in these lines. Well, that last little bit went crooked. It's fine. So over here, you can see total here. So I will add up our total amount of income up here between all of these 4 paychecks and figure out our total amount. And the same for all of our expenses, just to make sure everything is getting funded and I know where it's at moving into the new month. But then I also make sure I count for here. This here totals to our $3,660, because we can't go any higher than what our minimum amount of income for the month is. So this is why I budget the way that I do. But if you see anything in here, any stickers that you're interested in, I have a link down below in my that will take you to my Etsy shop, and you can purchase those and get your budget set up for the month. So we have our March monthly view set up. We have our debt trackers set up, paycheck breakdown, March budget, weekly check-in, and our sinking funds. So it still is a few days until the end of the month, so I haven't closed out most of these in February yet. So as soon as I close those out, I can transfer the numbers into this layout and be ready to go for March. But I'm super excited. Love getting this done ahead of time before the month starts. That way I kind of know what track we're going to be on and hope that we are able to accomplish any goals that we have for the month. So for March, let's see. We have 2 birthdays in March that will be coming up. We have a holiday. I think spring break is going to be coming up in March. So lots of things to remember. But hopefully I can get a lot of stuff done in March while the kids are on spring break. So we shall see about that. Really want to get some functional stickers for the life planners and different planners like that. And just some fun like for kids stickers. So all kinds of fun ideas are going on in my head. So hopefully I can get those created and posted as well. So there's more options in the shop. But I really hope that y'all enjoyed this budget with me, setting up our paycheck breakdown and letting me explain what everything is. If you have definitely reached this far into the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Leave some comments, some hearts, some shares. Share it with all your friends so they can get on their budgeting journey and get ready for March. But I really hope that y'all enjoyed, and I can't wait to catch y'all in my next video. Bye bye now.